on it. Was you that show?
I was twirling that shit to hide my face, so nobody know I was out
there. You said we're gonna double back. You said you had 10 kids, so I know, man. You was a working motherfucker.
Man.
Come on, man. 10 kids. You still working. That's why you got so many. That's why the resume's so long. That's why the resume's so long. You gotta have a Jamaican resume. It gotta be an inner Jamaican inside you. A fucking Jamaican work. Come on now.
But yeah, man. So I've worn many hats in life, man. And
no, you ain't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, not enough hats, obviously.
You ain't wear enough hats. You ain't.
Hey, man, some people shoot 3-pointers, shot dunk. What you want me to say?
We're gonna get our little issue card. We'll take off say cap.
So, first, before we touch on the current event topics, I basically just wanted to get an audience a little more in-depth backdrop about who you and I are. So, where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years as far as career goals, and what's your trajectory if things play out the way you anticipate?
And you say in 3 to 5 years, you get me? That's a business module. That's a hell of a plan. But I see myself in 3 to 5 years, man. Really, I don't really like thinking too far, man, because I live in the present so much that I just like to establish as many goals as possible while I'm living in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to set my goals for that margin of 3 to 5 years in advance, it's like I don't want, because I did that before, and when you don't succeed or you don't reach that goal, somehow sometimes you punish yourself. So I don't want to go to 3 to 5 years, but at this podcast, I hope this podcast reach that 5 to 3 year mark. This radio show reach that 5 to 3 year mark. This partnership that we going on, that's what you're asking?
Well, just period. I mean, okay, even if it's not 3 to 5 years, let's say 6 to 12 months, if you want to use that, whatever time frame you feel.
I'm trying to get into as many cities, and we're trying to get to many countries. How many countries we on right now? How many? What we broadcasting at right now? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Tell me, come call in. Come on, call in. Nobody know where y'all at.
And feel free to call in at any point, 804-215-4555.
But that's the goal. I'm trying to get this.
1555, pardon me. Yeah, we repeat that. 804-215-1555. Sorry.
Say it one more time.
804-215-1555.
Because I'm going to learn as you say it. But no, I really want this radio show. I just want everything this be success, more blessings. When I get to those marks, I definitely want us to be screaming and, like I said, broadcasting. There's so many that are going
markets.
Like, yeah, that's the word. Like, what I mean, how many markets can we reach? I need to do some research. I need to do some back research. How many markets we in right now? You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know. That's the goal.
Yeah, we global right now.
We global? Are we global? Oh.
And this could be seen anywhere on YouTube. We'll make sure we post the link.
Konnichiwa.
I think for me, like you said, 3 to 5 year. Well, the timeline I had laid out initially. That's kind of a broad paintbrush to try to stroke with. So I would just say at this point, man, and I think I speak for many people that's over the age of 40. Myself, I'm 41. I think just to be able to see 3 to 5 years is a goal within itself. You know what I mean? Because life real, man.
Boy.
And we never know. So
you approaching that prostate gate.
Yeah,
boy, I'm trying to tell you. That Buddha hole.
Oh man.
The Buddha hole stage, man.
Oh man.
That's how you make it. That's how you gonna make it through the threshold. You gotta go through that first. That's I
might be out of here. Shit, I'm right next to the bucket. Fuck it, I might kick this bitch. No sir. Big ass hands and bad nerves. Twitching them. No sir.
That's the way to the other side. That's the way to the other hell. And somebody right there at the end, you know how to get there. Be like, hold on, let me stretch my little years out. You can't play with that prostate, man. That's what they say, man.
Oh, man. I thought that shit would go in the throat.
Yeah, man. My dad just beat it.
Yeah, congratulations. Salute them, man. That ain't no easy task to do. Go through that. Yes, sir. Shout out to Pops, man. We glad that you came through that on the side, man.
I had to get tested. He scared the shit out of me because I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just like you. I'm designed like you. I look like you. I pee like you. I don't know, nigga. Is doing my prostate right? I don't know.
So let me ask you real quick. We'll spin off before we get to the topics. Do you think more things are hereditary based on like your lineage, your family history, or do you think it's more that we pretty much eat the same things and it's more dietary.
Well, I was just talking to somebody. They saying, man, we like it's like we all born here in three in a row, like three generations in a row. So it's like the trauma that you probably or the person that ate three generations what they ate you probably like, you know what I'm saying, or like just say slavery time. Our great grandmother, you know what I'm saying, she probably ate a lot of chitlins and a lot of pig feet. That's the garbage stuff they fed her. So it's a lot of us that like pork, and more the timeline goes your daddy, then you he like pork, and then you get to the point where you like, you know what, no, I don't even think I like pork too much, and then you change the fabric inside you, your DNA, so your kid really don't care for too much pork because you don't care for too much pork.
Mm-hmm.
So then you start deleting pork. You know what I'm saying? So I think the DNA is like that. It trickles down to the point where you your DNA it's just like that. That's what that's it's in your bloodline. You jump high, your daddy jump high, your granddaddy jump high. You run fast, most likely your granddaddy was Speedy Gonzalez.
That's a good perspective. I never put it together like that, but that kind of makes sense.
You go to it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at it in sports wise, you know, because Jordan's sons, they ain't too quite Jordan.
Nah, they got Juanita basketball.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? It messed up the DNA. So you know the DNA can be tainted a little bit.
His daughter might have been the nicest one, and she probably ain't hoop. You know what I mean? It's crazy how genetics work.
Jordan was a freak. His brother was like 5'8".
Yeah.
And he became 6'6".
If he ain't look just like his dad, I ask questions, but he looked too much like his pops.
He just become a 6'6".
Had him with a torture rack stretching him out.
Yeah.
So one of the premises of the show is comedy, and the reason why I was thinking that this would be something that we could be able to cover is because in Richmond specifically, where we from, there's not a lot of infrastructure when it comes to comedy. So I wanted to try to highlight that and bring more awareness to not only what's going on locally in comedy, because we hope to have some guests coming soon. Shout out to CJ Richardson and J. Ron. We're hoping to have both of them come through next week. But not just on a local level, but just, you know, what's going on in the world of comedy in general. A lot of people understand that there's a lot that transpires in between the 5 to 7 minutes or 15 minutes if it's a feature, you know, 45 to an hour if it's the headliner. It's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that leads to that. And by you being a comedian yourself and me, you know, having some experience working at the Funny Bone in the past, you know, I felt like we could highlight that and you know, bring people up to speed as to, you know, it take a lot to be a professional at anything that you do. And I think a lot of people take the profession of comedy very lightly. And I wanted to, you know, try to accent the fact that it's a serious profession and it's a hard profession. It's actually, in my opinion, the hardest profession to try to crack because you're basically going up there with an original song and you expecting the people to be able to sing along by the time you get to the hook.
Exactly. They ain't never heard a song.
Yeah.
But you going up there with the intention, like, y'all, hope y'all catch on.
Yeah, and you got to catch up with me by the hook or I ain't do it right. And you don't know if you did it right until after you already did it wrong.
You can't play it back, man. You want to play it back, boy. I swear to God, it was some sessions where I just want to play it back. I knew I can do it better. We just had a contest not too long ago. I wish I could have, you know what I'm saying, you know, played it back, you know, said something different, gave another joke.
No, you did well. I think, in all honesty, by most of the comedians who performed in that contest, it was at the Park RVA. Shout out to CJ again. Showtime at the Park RVA.
Yes, sir.
He runs that. I think it's like 9-week intervals, 8 weeks of competition, and then the 1 week for the finals.
Amazing show.
And I think the next one is coming up April the 5th, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's going to be the first Friday in April. He'll be here to highlight that in more detail when we have him on. But I think what's up, Hakeem? Peace. I think what it was is by the time that you came up, a lot of the energy was already out of the room because so many people came up and exceeded the expectation. So it really was almost like you were capped off at that point because you're talking 8 or 9 comedians. The attention span of the average person who's not coming to see comedy might not be able to handle that much comedy all in one dose.
Because boy, did it get real after I left.
Oh yeah, yeah. The next 2 dudes after you, they had a much different fate.
No, but it was a good experience, man. Like my style of comedy is like I like to get loose anyway, man. I don't even like to do it for the money. I don't do it for the bread. So when it's like competition wise, it's like I really can't get into my bed because I want to talk my shit. So I really like thread away from a little competition sometimes because I'm all for the love of the comedy of the game, and I don't really want to be like, don't put me in competition with my brother. Cause I want him to come up here and talk his shit. I want to come up here and talk my shit, and then when we all finish talking our shit, that's a good ass show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want.
And I think that's the approach that most comedians have, despite the recent narrative when it comes to Cat Williams and Corey Holcomb and a couple other people made headlines over the last couple weeks.
Let's talk about they hot right now.
I think the general premise of most comedians is a collaborative effort. You know what I mean? Am I wrong in saying that? Because you have more experience. Like most comedians like to work together as opposed to, like you said, go up and compete with each other and be cutthroat. And comedy is cutthroat.
Boy.
But I don't think most comedians go in there with the mindset of
the ones who about that, you know what I'm saying, the ones that got that in their bag, they don't really go up there. I don't go up there with intentions to even want to be better than somebody if I'm on the show with them. I just want to go up there and do my best thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I hope that is the, you know what I'm saying, the same intentions of other comedians. And most of the guys that I work with, you know what I'm saying, they're like that. They rooting for you. You know what I'm saying? They give them pointers, like what you see in the audience or what kind of like what you see out there that we can probably use, you know what I'm saying, like that. So, or how was the stage when you get off the stage? Like, well, how was the stage? How they taking you? You know what I'm saying? That community where you just get off there and you get that camaraderie and you guys just start talking and start, you know what I'm saying, helping each other out. So most of that, yeah, definitely, I definitely get a lot of that. But then there's a lot. Them niggas in the corner. The motherfuckers in the corner. The niggas in the corner just looking. They ain't even say you had a good show, a bad show. Ain't trying to give you no advice. You know what I'm saying?
So do you attribute that to insecurity on their part, or is it just some people are naturally introverted and don't really know how to open up? What do you credit that to?
And I'm not expecting people to be all in the green room, all laughy, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, because we are artists at the end of the day, so I understand some people that, especially before you go on stage, you want to get into your little mode. Everybody got a little mode. Certain people got a little mode before you go on stage. Like, even if you a singer, you got something that you probably just go in the corner and just like, all right, nobody talk to me, I'm not going to even use my voice, I want to save my voice, don't even speak to me right now. Ain't nothing wrong, but I'm just saving my voice because I'm going to get on stage, I'm going to use the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's certain people just like that. They get into their zone. So you got to respect people's zones. And I ain't expecting everybody to be back there, but it's like certain people can be closed off too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, wait a minute, man. We on the same, I ain't even saying we on the same level, but at the same time, we in the same field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to feel standoffish or feel like, I ain't even fucking with nobody else. Don't fucking with me. But that's your thing. That's your thing. That's your style. Cause some people need that type of style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody even like me. When I get on stage, I'm gonna talk a lot of shit that's gonna make people upset. That's how I want my comedy to be.
Perfect segue. Mm-hmm. So
see, I did that.
Corey Holcomb in the news. And from the outside perspective, it just seems as if it's him versus the world, so to speak. That's how a lot of people perceive it. But I think me being a fan of the 5150 show and listening in depth, I might have a slightly different take on it. But before I touch on what I feel, I wanted to get your perspective. Like I said, I'm conceding to you more so because you're the actual comedian. Like, I tried comedy. I bombed horribly more times than I succeeded.
Come on, man.
And I think I punked out prematurely because I really, really love comedy. Yeah. It's probably my favorite art form, but I've been singing and rapping for so long. I feel like I want to try to get more out of it before I walk away from it. Or
it's not really walking away. You can do both. I'm a dabbler. I dab into rap. I can't sing, but I used to be in a choir and shit. I can hit a note or two. I can do a little background. You know what I'm saying? You need a background vocal or two. I can do it. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm doing the background vocals, I ain't saying, nigga, fuck comedy, nigga. I'm backgrounding forever, nigga. I'm the shit. That's how Whitney Houston and them guys there, I'm gonna get it too. Nah, I'm gonna still do both. You know what I'm saying? We're in the era where, man, ain't no limitations to getting to the bag. I might make it and still work for FedEx. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't care what you talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause them trucks are good, good money. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little round or
Absolutely.
two. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still be out here making it. They gonna be like, Trey, you work for FedEx? Hell yeah! They come see me tomorrow too.
That's kind of like Hollywood Shuffle is still work at the post office.
Shit, nigga, because you know once you go at the post office, once you grandfather in the post office, you don't want to. That pension is something different. You can't leave money on the table, like you know what I'm saying. Just because I'm doing this, nigga, I can't leave this pension. I'm grandfathered in. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your take on the Corey Holcomb situation? Any part of it you want to touch on? Because there's a
Yeah.
couple of different things. It was him and Shannon Sharp going back and forth.
Boy,
There was
Shannon Sharp.
also him and what's the guy named Donnell Rollins, Ashley Larry. They had some words at the Comedy Store a couple weeks ago, and there's dialogue back and forth. So, what's your take on all of it? Then I'll follow up with mine.
I'm gonna start off by saying this one thing: you can't be sensitive in this comedy game, bro. Sensitivity has to be thrown out the window, even if, especially for the people who do it.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, if I've been joking, cracking on people for a long time in my life. I've been doing it for a long time since pre-K. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be damn if somebody start wetting me, getting me back, and I'm like, but they're like, how you going? You starting all the drama, and then next thing you know, you come over here, you crying. No, don't come here crying now. Go back on over there. No, you can't be sensitive in this game. So I don't really, you know, I understand that people take certain things that people say, and you never know how they should go about it. You can't really say, man, why he take it that way? You know what I'm saying? You really that's his emotions. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you in this comedy game, take shit man, a little bit as a grain of salt, man. Like throw that shit back. You throw it at me, I'm gonna throw it back. You know what I'm saying? If we going at each other that way, but to really take it too personal when we do this for a living. Now I understand that some people got certain different styles of comedy where they probably say, I don't spend my time on stage talking about people. You know what I'm saying? I talk about myself. So why would I want somebody to be talking about me? Granted, okay, yeah, but I'm pretty sure somebody could pull something where you had a heckler on stage and you went in on him. You know what I'm saying? And you expect that, oh, man. No, man, you gotta really, hold your own. And I feel like he was trying to challenge that man during that time where he had the mic. And then anybody know you a comedian. Once I got the mic, I show ass, my boy. And you know what I'm saying? You should have said what you had to say when you was up here. Because then when I got the mic, I'm not going to let you say one thing. You might be right. I might be, whatever I'm saying might be wrong. But guess what? They hear me louder than you. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a I'm that petty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might be saying some shit they hit, but they don't hear you, nigga. They don't hear you. Might just say it next time you come up here. So Corey,
not to ask you to pick a side, but if you had to decide with who you feel based on comedy ethics, who was more appropriate of the two, who would you say?
Now I like playing devil's advocate. So now this is what I'm doing. I low key started my devil's advocate by taking up for Ashley. Well, not taking up for Ashley, but at the same time, Corey Holcomb, bro, that's his style of comedy. We know his style of comedy. Now, granted that we all, as comedians, we know certain things that we should not talk about. We know certain things we should not talk about because it might fuck us up in the long run. So we know I'm gonna pull back from this. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm gonna do. I might talk about this, but I ain't gonna talk about this because I don't want it to mess me up in the long run. Yeah. So it's certain people, it's certain things, it's certain situations where we not even gonna mention because we thinking ahead. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people gonna mess with me like this. But it's certain comedians where they don't hold no bars. They don't think about you, how you think. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I don't care less how you think about it. You know what I'm saying? And all of us, majority of us do that. We just pick and choose on certain topics where we say, I don't want to talk about that. So in Corey Holcomb's defense, he's one of those comedians where I don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. He'll probably say something about Oprah Winfrey. I won't say nothing about Oprah Winfrey. Because I want to be established with Oprah Winfrey probably in the long run. I want Oprah to call me up one day. Right now, she offering people she offering people low budgets right now. That's what they're saying, right? That's what allegedly they're offering people low budgets. Well, Oprah Winfrey, guess what? My budget is low. You can come get me for a low price. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say nothing about Oprah Winfrey right now. Her giving out low money because I don't even know what the money was. I don't know how much money that she gave her out that people didn't like. That number might be good for me. So I might not say nothing about it on stage. I might be cautious. I don't want Oprah Winfrey to hear this. I might be cautious. But some people like Corey Holcomb might say, fuck Oprah.
So for you, all right, let's say let's say there was actually something that was said by Oprah or her people to create an issue. In that moment, would you still value the possibility of working with her over top of the value of how you feel in that moment?
And that's how it depends on how close I am with them people. Because you came in, because look, money is money. Understand you want to stand for certain things, then stand for that. I'm not granted. And money should not have you to say, well, I value money over certain stance, but your stance is your stance.
Mm-hmm.
My stance is my stance. Now, just because we working together don't mean, hey, look, I may be comfortable. Don't count my money. Like I told you, I might work with FedEx and still be famous. You know what I'm saying? So don't count my money. He might be good with 5,000. He might pay me 5,000. I might be good. So I understand that you probably unhappy, and I want you to get paid more. I do, but you know, you gotta. Sometimes you gotta pick your battles, man.
I think for me, when it comes to the Corey Holcomb and Donnell Rollins thing, I think even though I wouldn't have taken the approach that Corey took in that instance, I think he had enough humility to ask the crowd their honest opinion in real time and then concede and say, hey, okay, I might be wrong, but that's just my opinion. I think that within itself showed enough respect for what Donnell Rollins does as a comedian because he said out his own mouth, I'm not saying you trash. I'm saying that your comedy, in my opinion, is mild, as in you're not top tier, one of the heavy hitters, or if this was like wrestling, you basically would be the Intercontinental Champion, but you shouldn't be competing at the main event.
And I guess I really feel like I probably would took offense to that really deeply. Thinking honestly, I took offense of it if it was one of my heavy hitters saying that to me. But if this guy is a guy that's in, and you think less of because he was talking so much shit that this and that. So why hit so hard?
I think because when he called him out about the Dave Chappelle thing, I think everything else was a deflection or just like a segue to it. Because basically, what Corey Holcomb was saying on the show a couple of weeks prior to that was that Dave was stand on stage and basically tell a story for an hour and be bombing, but because of his namesake, people don't want to acknowledge that the show is subpar.
Open mic is open mic, and y'all understand that Dave ain't even letting y'all know that he gonna be here. He just popping up. So it's some material that we gonna get the fuck off the hip. I'm gonna get up off the hip. Some people might come see me downtown, and just because you just come see me for free, that you might get all my good shit. No, I might got some shit that I think might work, and I might use it because why? You ain't have to pay for this. Pay for me specifically. You might pay for somebody else to come here, but I just showed up, and me. So granted, give me my grace. So y'all gotta understand, man. As comedians, man, we like I said, this is a hard ass game to be in. We don't know certain things might not hit, but at the same time, that's an open mic basically with David Shelby. When he shows up and does those mics like that, he's basically doing an open mic. He's basically saying, "Hey y'all, I was bored at the crib. I showed it to my boy shit. Hey, look."
Yeah, I can see that. And I think that's another reason why I wanted to have these types of conversations because people who aren't abreast to how comedy works, they don't understand it when you get on stage at an open mic person. You're up there working out new material or you're trying to punch up stuff that you think has a chance to make it to your roster as far as, your heavy hitting jokes or have you. And like I said, you don't know if a joke is good or bad until you start working it. And I think, I don't think it was jealousy in Corey Holcomb's approach to what he was saying about Dave. I think it was just his honest opinion. And I think in this sensitive climate, most people don't like to hear that somebody has
Opinion.
especially if it's not if it's not the Family Feud number one answer and you black, then there's something wrong with you.
Man,
Like shout out to Al B and Born Hustlers Radio. That's one of the main reasons why I rock with bro so hard. It's not even about us having the same or even similar approach or linear views on things per se, but I respect anybody who's willing to stand 10 toes down on what they feel, regardless, and you know what it is what you're getting with them, and it's a level of authenticity when they speak. And I think that's what I value more than anything. So if I were in Corey Holcomb's shoes, I think I would probably move in a similar light because
what's that like? What's that like?
as far as like just shooting from the hip and not really giving a damn about how people perceive what it is I gotta say because in reality it caused me more pain to hold it in than it does for me to not just say it and deal with the consequences.
Yeah, please. Like let people get stuff off on their mind. Y'all be afraid. I understand they doing it publicly, and it's probably like, why you say that out loud like that? You should have told it to somebody else behind closed doors. Well, guess what? I get paid for a living to tell what's on my mind to people. So y'all gotta be cautious who y'all going to see and do y'all research, because like I said, this man is, how many years he in the game? I just seen Corey Holcomb at the Funny Bone, man. He said some rude shit to me when I was at the Funny Bone. I went to the pocket, like, he one of my old, like, people I look up to in the game.
Yeah.
And he was walking back to his car. I chased him down from the Funny Bone, you know, something in the back chilling, so he didn't see me. So I wanted to catch him one-on-one. And he had this long ass, goddamn, colorful ass coat on. This was like fur. This long ass Chicago coat on. I'm like, nigga, ain't that cold.
Nigga, I'm from the shop.
Yeah. You're supposed to wear those. For sure.
Ain't no nigga.
I don't know what time, what month that was, but I just know it was Richmond weather. And everybody know Richmond weather, man. It ain't that hot. You know, it ain't that hot.
Ain't that hot or cold.
Man, ain't that hot or cold. Yeah. But he was fly. I like the coat. You know what I'm saying? So I approached him and everything. I trapped up on him. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga want to get some free game, nigga. I ain't fucking with you niggas.
That's exactly how he played. He was like, yo, one day I hope, you know what I'm saying, I'll be able to come up here and bring you up one day. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, I'm good. And I was like, I bet. He's like, nah, it was one of those comedian James, like my uncle. You know what I'm saying? He might say some stupid shit like that to me back, but at the same time, hey, little nigga, keep on. I might do fuck with you. I ain't gonna let you know that off the hip, but you know what I'm saying? But if I see you working, I'm gonna come fuck with you.
Take it from the other side of the perspective though for a second, right? All right, so you on your climb right now, what have you? Let's say you reach a certain level of notoriety, and everywhere you go, somebody acting like all of the years that you put into the work is irrelevant, and you're supposed to help them skip the line.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of people do. It's like, hey, come on, dog, put me on, man. You know I know you've run such and such. Like, when it comes to Richmond, man, and I'm not being funny or bragging or anything, because it really don't mean shit to me.
Go ahead.
But when it comes to, like, knowing the who's who and shit, man, I've known these people 25, 30 years. Like, it ain't 20 people that's in any industry, especially entertainment, in Richmond with a notable name that I haven't at least had a conversation with before. But at the end of the day, what those people did to get to where they at, it's not my business unless they choose to invite me in, or unless they choose to mentor me, or, you know, take me under their wing, so to speak. But don't nobody owe me shit.
Don't owe me shit, bro. That's why I said I didn't take that. I took that as a grain of salt. He wasn't even a diss to me for real. But I really laughed at all. Like, bro, it was just it was an honor to get this close to you and even say some shit to you for you to even diss me on.
Paul Mooney carried me like that. I went to shake his hand one time.
I want Paul Mooney to carry me.
So Paul Mooney, like he got his hand sanitizer. So I was like, hey, how you doing, sir? I'm a big fan. My grandfather made sure we knew you wrote on campus. And I'm running down this whole, you thought I was reading his IMDb because I knew about him for years. So I'm so hyped to meet him. The nigga started squeezing the goddamn hand sanitizer and slapped that shit. I'm talking about the shit splashed on me, slapped it. So
Pause.
I don't shit.
Oh shit, goddamn.
And I just looked at this nigga like, nigga, fuck you then. They did this shit.
Even touch your skin yet.
And at the time, this was my
your idol.
No, yeah, well, that too. But I was with my at the time she was my baby mama, wound up being my wife and shit.
Hell no,
and the crazy thing is, we went and saw the show. It was the Cleopatra was black, and so Jesus was black, and so is Cleopatra. He basically did the same routine verbatim. We knew all the punchlines in chronological order, and we still, paid full price to see it. It's like, damn, dog, like, I think this much of you. I'm the DVD man. I got 14 copies of this shit that you just said.
I'm bootlegging your shit. That's what you do to me?
Yeah. Like, no. I say, now you put it like that. I'm probably just I'm taking money out of this nigga pocket and trying to pop him up and shit.
Yeah. He knew it was a vibe. I think this nigga bootlegging my shit.
That motherfucker, you think you gonna take my shit? Nigga, please. Nigga, you not gonna take my shit. I know you got my shit in your trunk.
Niggas is on your mind.
I know you got my shit in your trunk, nigga.
These niggas is insane.
Yeah, man. Like, so that's why they say never meet your idols, dog. No bullshit. The way he carried me, man.
Is he gone?
Yeah.
He's the Palm
2021. If I remember. Yeah, May 2021.
Then you telling me I ain't gonna get a chance to get no sanitizer smacked in my face?
Yeah, man. Nigga splashed that shit on my shirt, man. I wanted to smack the shit out this motherfucker. But shit, I hit Paul Moore there to smoke my ass in the pocket.
Hell yeah, boy. That's a legend. OG. But at the same time, these kids these days don't know nothing about that. Like, these young generations, like, I'm young, but at the same time, it's a lot of people that's getting away from giving the people who came before you the respect that they need. You know what I'm saying? And they easily just to say, you know what I'm saying? You dick riding once you are doing it. Like, you dick riding that nigga. You know, man, goddamn, get up nigga nuts, man. But it's like, yo, hey, like you said, I'm not doing it for this man to basically take me with him, I'm just like, yo, reaching out, letting him know, hey, yo, I see you. I hope you see me one day. You know what I'm saying? Remember this fucking face, because I'm coming for you in the game. I'm not coming for you per se,
Yeah.
but nigga, I'm coming for you to one day notice me and say my name and first name so I can bring up the fact that you did that shit in the parking lot. and hope I got a coat on that goddamn day too. And I just get like, and I'm out. Trey City, yeah.
Hey, so we will shift gears just a little bit. I got a question for you, man. What people always say, it's two sayings that I really don't understand, and maybe my black card need to be revoked for it, but I'll bring it up publicly. When people say they doing it for the culture, quote, or when they say that somebody of another ethnicity is invited to the cookout, what the fuck is the culture? And what makes people think that everybody that's black would even want to come to the cookout, yet alone for these people to be inviting random motherfuckers because they placate our culture, what we do. You know what I mean? Like, am I tripping?
What you talking about, like culture vultures? What you talking about?
Well, kind of what I mean is like, all right, let's say you at the Apollo,
Mm-hmm.
and two things that everybody know always keep you safe at the Apollo. Either you sing gospel music, or if you're a white person that can keep beat a little bit.
Yeah.
You can be this poor talent wise, but if you
Right,
white
you can
and you care about the culture,
Yeah.
they'll give you a pass. And my question is, what is the culture there? Can somebody define what the culture is and why everybody always doing some bullshit and naming it and blaming it for the culture?
If you think about it, self-explanatory. If somebody can easily come up there, do some shit that resembles something that looks like you and what the people around you do, it's like that nigga's a part of the culture. We accept that motherfucker. We like, yo, what did you just do just now? Did you know? Well, I can't even do that dance. How you know that dance, bro? My daughter, everybody, my uncle, everybody knows. Bro, imagine that's like you inviting a Caucasian over to the cookout and he get into the electric slide and he lead that bitch off and he exaggerate with the drop. You know when everybody do the little motherfucking drop. Imagine him, motherfucking white dude, just doing the motherfucking the shimmy like you know how the boys do the shimmy joint, you know,
like drum major,
like the drum major joint, and he drop. You be like, oh whoa, all right, he been around us for a minute. He know the culture a little bit. That's the culture. So it's basically the culture self-explanatory. If it feels like you, looks like you, tastes like you. And when I say taste like you,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
So who defines this though? Because there are a lot of things that people claim are a part of the culture or that are labeled popular in today's time that get attributed to black people. And there was a point in time where all this shit would have been labeled as overwhelmingly embarrassing, and some of this shit we wouldn't even been able to watch on TV in the era that I grew up in, yet alone promoted and glorified.
So I mean that's different. Then there's certain things where you saying that we talking about the bad shit that they say is culture, and that's cool. Like,
well, I'm asking who makes the rules as what is and what's not culture.
That's what I'm saying. There is no rules. It's really just the people. It's really from the eye of the person who's looking at something and saying that resembles, sounds, and looks like me. It's a part of the culture. Because really, a culture can be. As I know what you're trying to say, because I'm playing devil's advocate.
No,
so I know what you're saying as far as our culture, black culture, really. So it's like, but I really look at culture as something that, like, because us on the East End, us on the East Coast, we are way different than guys on the West Coast. We may all be black.
That's what I mean. Who or what defines the culture? I know region is one of the things that they say usually defines the culture. Dialect and food.
The dialect, the food, the style, different styles, that defines the culture. Now it's all in a gumbo pot. When you put us all together, you round up some of the stuff that we do is similar. But at the same time, man, culture can be very. It's like there's certain things that they chucks in the West Coast is their culture. Here we don't wear no damn
like
chucks.
New Balance in DC.
Yeah, like New Balance in DC. So we'll see the chucks and we'll be like, here that's not a part of the culture. That's their culture. Mm-hmm. They wear chucks. They wear Vans. But on the West Coast, it'd be a dude that's cripping blood out and everything. He got Vans on it, and he asking you, what's that you playing? Like, bro, I'm looking at your feet like, bro, you can't ask me shit. What are those? what are those?
Yeah, nigga smoking some sketches.
Yeah.
That's some wild shit.
Back in again with the white Vans.
Yeah, if you can smoke some sketches though.
Yeah. you get so much sketches on, bro.
You should get cremated.
But
bury your ass.
when somebody, if somebody asks you, if somebody said that same situation, bro, he got smoked with a dude with some sketches on, or some Chucks on, or some Vans, you'd be like, bro, where was he at? He was in the West Coast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, straight up, straight up.
Okay. Because over here, it sound like you, well, bro, he sound like he was in Durham, Calabasas. It sound like he was in Chesterfield.
Yeah.
It sound like he was in Short Form. Where was you at, bro? I mean, you ain't over there messing with them people like that, man. Leave them people alone, man. So the culture is different. It's really where you at. It's how you look. If that person looks similar to you, does something similar to you, and basically culture is defined on basic racism. Really kind of. It's really defined on you seeing somebody look totally opposite you, but doing everything like you and your people.
Okay, another segue. Is Vlad TV quote bad for said culture?
You know why it's bad? Because these niggas know how to hold their tongue.
Because Vlad will get on that bitch and start asking interrogation questions.
Boy, he's an officer.
So it says here that you and 5 other guys.
Boy, that voice too.
You and 5 other guys. It says here you guys all went and robbed a bank and then went to your mom's house over in the East End and bought two packs of grape games.
Whoa, like wait a minute.
You got a nick from John. We know John. We interviewed John. I mean, listen to this shit like.
But that is, and it's so creepy because you don't see his face.
Yeah, so you just hear this Dr. Claw voice in the background.
Oh my God!
I'll get you next time.
He been in the game for a long time. I swear to God, I just saw his face last year for the first time.
You know, I decided to start doing interviews because people kept saying that they could only hear me behind the mic, and you know, I felt like people need to know what it is that's getting them incriminated. So I felt like, you know,
Booster love that motherfucker. I swear to God.
They didn't
pay me. I don't give a fuck.
For Booster to be a quote real nigga, why is Booster fucking with this guy, man? I do not understand. It'd be funny as shit though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it was hard for me to unsubscribe to Vlad when Godfrey and Lord Jamal was calling out for that shit a couple years ago.
Man,
when I thought about the long term effects of it, like, people that got indicted, lost shows, they got incarcerated. AR Ab ain't never coming home.
But it's not his fault.
That ain't his fault.
That's the reason why he just asked he somehow, like you said, he designed the question real interrogation like, and somehow
you don't have to answer without your lawyer. I think it'd be in your best interest for us to get this money and you tell me what happened.
Sometimes they just get on there and they say a lot, too much. Just be like, bro, you be on the other end like, whoa, bro, I didn't tune in to even be a witness. I don't want to be a witness to this. Now I'm a witness.
Yeah, he was subpoena everybody.
Yeah, subpoena everybody watch that shit. 5 million people subpoenaed the court. they go straight to the evidence. Let Vlad do the whole thing. Like,
yeah, he definitely could
prosecutor.
Yeah, Vlad, sir, I was about to say he's the perfect prosecutor.
Bro, I swear to God, he gonna be here for a long time. How old is Vlad?
Shit, I would guess.
With that voice, maybe 19.
Vlad probably about 48. If I had to guess, anywhere between 47 and 40. I know he's not 50, but he's close to it because I know his era started around about 99, if I remember correctly. Then by like 04 is when he really took off with the DVDs because he was a
DVD man too.
He was on some Smack DVD type shit.
Oh, okay,
yeah, the West Coast. Yeah.
Okay.
So like 02, 03 was when he started the bubble. But yeah, I would say if I had to guess, let's say about 47, 48. You got G. I'm usually good with people's birthdays. I'm like Rain Man on the numbers.
Hey, come on, G.
No bullshit, like.
Hey, because you talking about he bootlegging everybody's shit, man. So
yeah, I used to. Like, statute of limitation up, but yeah, I used to catch movies and shit early.
Bro, Vlad got that voice, man, that he disguising himself.
51, okay, yeah, you come here. I said 48, so yeah,
he's 50.
Yeah.
A lot, so he don't mind breaking up. He going back. He know everything that happened.
When he interviewing people like Honey. Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Ashkenazi, Jewish descent that he don't claim, but he wanted to.
He's a rap spy.
He wanted to disregard and disrespect Minister Farrakhan. That was the reason they were calling for the boycott, because he felt like he was in the position to talk to Minister Farrakhan on the same level and wanted to try to set up an interview and tell him how it's going. It's like, bro.
He talked to Minister Farrakhan?
No, he was trying to. Them people
wait a minute, hold on.
And then when he got denied, then all of a sudden, he was talking shit about the nation and a whole lot of
for the culture, because if you got that interview, we'd have been like, hey, that good for the culture. Culture would accept him for life. We would be like, when he get an interview for them.
I couldn't see Minister Farrakhan talking to him.
And then that let you know that, wait a minute, hold on. Because Mr. Farrakhan, man, I think he probably had an interview with Justin Timberlake. You know what I'm saying? I think for the culture. Man, Justin, you are close to my people right now. You are talking to us.
Disney would have snatched that nigga catalog.
Robin Thicke had a meeting with you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
You got a name.
Why you think Blurred Lines on our street? That won't Marvin Gaye to suit him. No. So now on some let's bring it to Richmond real quick. We were talking about this last week, but we wound up pushing it back a week. There was a lot of different things going on. Rest in peace to my cousin Chauncey. Let's talk about the most viral event I've seen in the last couple of weeks that happened here, Buns and basketball. What's your take on that? Oh, you see I'm throwing you under the bus first so I know how to navigate. My take ain't gonna be skating hot on this one though. Pete, where I go, but go ahead.
Bro,
you want me to go first?
You go first. You go first.
Bet. So, I've been watching over the last week or 10 days or so a lot of different people. Probably about 7 days, I guess. What was it, last Saturday? So like 9 days. So I watched a lot of different people speak out about it. I've seen some disparaging comments. I've seen a lot of people hating and, throwing a lot of salt at these guys, man. And I know a couple of the people in the past and who had something to do with it behind the scenes. But what I'm saying is completely objective.
Everybody, man.
I've tried to throw shows and stuff in the past. I've helped run other events and organizations. My homeboy that was here earlier, True Real, used to have a spot down Shockoe Bottom where we used to throw team parties and stuff. And
shout out to all the teams.
So, man, so much stuff can go wrong last second when you plan an event. When the actual event that you planning, when the space itself, the venue cancels, and you got to scramble last second to put some shit together because you about to have to refund 750, 1,000 tickets possibly.
Right.
Like, my first thought is the fact that they didn't have to give a refund is a success.
Boy.
Now, maybe I'm just being biased on the strength. Like I said, some of the guys I'm cool with, what have you, but I mean, none of them to a point where I talk on a regular basis. So I wouldn't, it's no,
I don't want to cut you.
A refund?
Okay, so
I saw it. And it looked like they was playing in a cafeteria.
So what happened was the original gym that they were having canceled on them, from what I understand. That's what one of the young ladies that was.
So they did have a gym.
Yeah, they had a gym initially. The gym canceled on them the night of. So I think based on the report that some of them may have with diversity thrift because of the other events they hold there, like I know they do guns down, gloves up event, which is a very popular event. Shout out to those guys. Was Ed the Realist, and I can't think of everybody else involved, but I think Slap and salute to those guys. So I think based on the report that they had with them, they were able to get diversity thrift cafeteria last second.
Oh, I was just making a joke.
I like cafeteria, man.
And they had the not the toddler, but like the 5 through 7-year-old Fisher Price goals.
Yeah, that joint wasn't even the NBA official glass back then.
No, you can stand up and smack board.
Yeah, damn, bro.
But yeah, they were in there. And see, for me, I keep it all the way above.
Keep it.
It's somewhere as small as Richmond, and like you said, I know so many names and faces and shit. I would rather go see something like that out of town just to minimize whatever, because I don't care about the judgment or nothing. Somebody say, hey, Coach Show, what you doing? So this is a Buns and basketball like everybody else.
What's up, boy?
But hey, Cole, you grown now? Shit. But this coach shit too long.
She out there.
Oh shit. Got a double. I told you boxing don't pay off. But yeah, so
it's in the bloodline.
DNA, back to the diet, right? For the culture. But yeah, so I would rather be somewhere where I run the risk of not seeing many people that I know. So if it was somewhere like in Roanoke or some shit, and I ain't got nothing to do that weekend, because when I first saw the commercial, I hit one of my homeboys, hey yo, we seen this shit already. Hey, you trying to fuck with it? He like, hell yeah. Then I thought about that shit for like 2-3 weeks. I said, I can't show up, but I hope these guys get $1 dollar, because I swear if I could goddamn deal with whatever backlash came from it, I would have been right there in the mix, you know what I'm saying? So I can't hate on nobody that went. I can't hate on the fact that they were able to pull it off. Like I said, I know how hard that shit is for real. And, even though, people had jokes, and some of those jokes are funny as shit, I can't really I can't throw the people under the bus, man. Like I said, I'm glad they were able to pull it off. And if I got the names wrong as to who was a part of it, charges to my head, not my heart. Like I said, I won't invest in it. But I did enjoy seeing the clips that I saw, though, especially one light skinned jump. Yeah, she can play in any league she wants to. God,
with the arms, with the leg sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I ain't want to point out which one, but
leg sleeve.
Yes, sir.
Ready to get double.
Jesus.
Triple double.
Yes, sir. God, I want to run a box of one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
hey.
man.
All right. So. Okay, you have okay. I'm not about to do the same thing. I'm not about to get on them boys. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, I know what it takes to at the last minute make some out of nothing.
Yeah.
Make some out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you do that, you get the best situations. When my back is against the wall and I gotta make something out of nothing. I remember my baby 3rd birthday and I ain't had shit playing right, and I just made some of nothing. It was a beautiful birthday. She remembered it was her best birthday ever. Right? So saying that, kudos to y'all boys, man.
Plus, that celebration blunt after you pull off some shit.
Bro, I swear, bro, it's everything. It's everything, bro. It's like, yeah, bro, yeah. Because you know everything fucked up. Everything, nothing we just playing. It rained. I didn't even know it was going to rain today. We didn't plan this during
no
birthday party.
Everybody thugging it out.
Yeah, bro, it didn't fucking rain. I done brought sheep out here, goats, and all types of animals and shit. It's raining. Now I can't bring the animals out because they talk about they're exotic. This ain't no exotic animal, bitch. This is a sheep. Fuck, man. But I had to make do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had to make do. Yeah. You know, she wanted Peppa Pig, so I'm gonna put a pig suit on and I'm gonna be out there. I'm making exotic ass pig.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So
not Daddy Pig.
Yeah, Daddy Pig.
I know all them shows.
Oh,
I know all them
shows. I know you know. Yeah, you definitely know.
I still got 3 watching that shit.
God dang, 3?
Yeah. No, 2.
I'm about to say, wait a minute. Hold on. We'll do your math in a minute.
Yeah, no, 2 now. Yeah, I forgot. Leah watching bigger shows. Shout out to Leah.
Yeah, my baby went to move to Pokemon now.
Yeah.
She Pig and Bluey and I say.
No, but also real shit. She the one that already is like her mind. I'm gonna start a girl group and she already Beyonce. Dang. So she watched YouTube videos of Whitney Houston all day and shit like that. Like,
she ready to go.
Yeah, she already. She more disciplined than her daddy for sure. Yeah. Shout out to Leah.
Yeah,
and all my other babies as well.
It's in the DNA.
Yeah, Nora Vader, Nay, Shia.
God damn, bro, you got the boozy babies.
Yeah, salute. Yeah. I can't leave no names out. Somebody, mama be texting me. Yeah, nigga, I heard you ain't shouting my name out. And
but I heard you said that bitch, baby. Yeah. You said hers first.
You always make sure you mention her kids, but not mine. I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck out of here.
The kids don't be lying when
I feel good to be able to speak about this shit. Fuck out of here. Don't text me that bullshit later. None of y'all. I ain't text for one of y'all to link. So if anybody else hit this shit, I know it's.
Not messing with them ladies, man. It's women history month.
Salute. Yeah.
You gotta be your best behavior this month.
Oh no.
They're up the goddamn port on your ass.
No shit. I gotta go back and talk to
all at the same time. They're coming cahoots.
Oh yeah.
Y'all start talking. What the fuck?
Hey, dog, they tried to goddamn hit me with the 3D through the table last time I went through that bitch. The goddamn judge said, "Oh, so you a singer?" Google my Spotify numbers, told me get my weight up and go back to work.
Man,
she said, "Mr. Morton, I don't think it's happening for you, sir. I think you need to go ahead and cut your shit and get a job."
God damn. Anyway, let's go back to this goddamn game. See what we did say way too. Look, I'm proud of y'all boys, man. Look, I'm proud of y'all boys. Y'all leave them motherfuckers alone, man. Because you know how hard it is to please Richmond people. They don't like shit. Okay, Richmond people will be here and they will come to some shit knowing that it's going to be some shit just to talk some shit. All right, so granted, when you came to this establishment, you got half the people who bought the ticket to see the bullshit, and you got half the people who was like, fuck it, I'm just here to have a good time. All right, so you basically please both parties. When you got that building, you basically please both fucking parties. You basically, the people who was there to see some shit, congratulations. we brought the best people, the best work we can bring to you. We knew you could complain, and we gave you something to complain about. And yeah, it ain't no real court, no nothing. All right, you gonna have to ball out. And then the other half, you had people in the front row, they ain't never set floor seats. They ain't never set floor seats. People in the front row ain't never set floor seats in the game of their life. But they got the floor seats. Their feet was on the floor of the game. I swear to God, I had an old dude that looked familiar. He looked like he lived around the corner. His wife been gone for a minute. She left his ass. He motherfucking been beaten off for a minute now. He couldn't wait to come there. He was fucked up. He was having a ball. He was wheelbarrowing bitches and shit. You should have seen him. It was a great establishment. It was something for the culture. Definitely for the culture. It was when you say culture, like I said, if it looked like it, if it looked like something, yeah. Just like
you can start a war with Trump supporters.
Boy, I swear to God. So yeah, congratulations, y'all are having a good time. I wish I would have got out. I wish I'd have came. I wish I'd have been there to
I would have refereed if somebody.
I refereed, man.
That'd have been to get away with it.
They had a ball, man.
Bunch of calls.
All the flagrants would have been to somebody complaining.
It was intimate. Virginia's for lovers, man. And it was an intimate moment that they had with us, and I'm glad they did it that way. It was God to say, you know what? God was in that. God brought the boys in basketball to Richmond, and he said, no, everybody else, y'all get to sit in bleachers looking at ass. I'm going to bring my people here in Richmond again. You know what I'm saying? The coaching is here. That's where we at. This is the big box of gumbo. We all here, all right? And we weren't too far from the slave trades where they was slinging ass and selling ass. So yeah, we need to look at ass close up here. All right, yeah, this is Virginia. Virginia's for lovers in the buns and basketball. Thank you for loving on us up close.
And so we're gonna take a quick break and say a prayer to God so that we will get struck down for that bullshit you talking.
God ain't me. God know me.
Yeah, God ain't bring buzz and basketball for the culture. Get the fuck out of here.
I just say, Lord.
Yo, y'all are killing this. But you going to hell.
I know we need to raise niggas. I got kids. Let me sacrifice my baby talking that shit. He's talking that shit. Buzz and basketball. My daughter working at the paper more than shit. Beyonce my ass. I got a different destiny for this child.
Better tipple good.
Yeah. Tip the waitress.
Tipple good, baby. She out my hands, man.
Oh yeah.
What she did, ain't nothing I can do no more.
Y'all are doing an incredible show. Yeah. Y'all got that mix. When you let me know I ain't walking near you.
God, bro,
just crack me down.
That's funny.
Oh God.
Hey, shout out to everybody watching and listening.
God looking down on that. What did you say?
Trey City, man.
I didn't make all that answers. Some of the answers was right. Some of the answers was right. I didn't make all the answers. I Trey.
Next thing you know, in this nigga dream tonight, you hear Morgan Freeman.
Oh boy.
Trey. I'm God, Trey.
What's a God like a motherfucker? Yeah. That's how I'm.
I know you thought that I brought buns and, but the reality is, I had nothing to do. And you will not speak on my name, Trey. Or I will send you where they sent Andy.
Come on, man.
I was up.
Sisters will have a liking.
Holy
that was
shit.
a blessing. That was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
I know a blessing in disguise.
That's real shit. That's real shit.
That blessing in disguise. That blessing over.
Yeah. No, no bullshit though. Like I said, I couldn't imagine like somebody canceled the venue on your ass 30 minutes. What the fuck you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm very glad I went in the parking lot with this shit.
Like I saw like some film from it, and I'm like, why it look like they in the cafeteria?
That fucked me up. When I first saw the picture, I said, nah, y'all bullshit. I thought somebody was just hating. I said, ain't no way, because the joke looked like the joke.
I know they won't hate when
But you know, the basketball joint was probably about the height of the water. It's not about that for real, no bullshit.
But I never seen it, so I thought that was how it normally was.
They did a real
I didn't know that.
Gyms. Yeah,
and a couple of them
gyms.
shoot for. I seen like 1 or 2 other games.
They was mad they couldn't ball out. It was some girls who came to ball.
Yeah.
She came to ball.
Yeah.
And she was mad that she couldn't get no work in today.
But can you imagine how far your career that fell off as a basketball player? If you was a woman.
To me, you still in the game.
But I don't think any of those.
Yeah, like a full,
They get paid less, man.
Oh yeah, true.
WNBA get
True.
paid less. Them girls make bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
All right, we're going back. But y'all doing a hell of a job, man.
Appreciate it. We're back from commercial. Thank y'all for tuning in to Triple C. I'm your host, Show Ice James.
Trey City, yeah. I'm your boy Trey City.
So we were talking before the break about Buzz and basketball and how God decided to bless Richard with
Blessing in disguise. I know one when I see one, man.
Hey, that one jump with the leg. Right. So
Yeah, see.
So let's get back to comedy because, like I said, that's going to be the premise.
That was comedy.
So in comedy, I was watching something the other day, man. Actually, I watch comedy often. I watch a lot of podcasts and a lot of interviews and stuff. I like to know the inner workings of what led to each person on their journey or what have you.
Yeah.
And I was watching something for Faison Love, and I was reading some of the comments, and Faison gets a lot of flack from a lot of different people.
Yeah,
and it led me to ask this question. How do you define the difference for you personally? Because it's all subjective ultimately. How do you define the difference between truth tellers and people who just hating? Because the two could get intertwined, and
yes,
people love based on what they feel, based on what they see in front of them. And a lot of us don't like facts, research, analytics, and data.
Mm-hmm. So you really have to do your research. You really have to know, because like doing a Cat Williams interview, but doing this interview, I knew a lot of shit. I even knew the joke that he was referring to, that Cedric, that he assuming that Cedric, you know what I'm saying, took from him. Yeah, the jokes are similar to a lot of jokes, but like I said, that also joke refers back to our culture conversation. You grew up in our culture, you know that people in that situation in a car, we turn the music down. If we ready to cuss anybody out, we turn the music down when we thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You could be thinking like, do I take a left or a right? Hold on, nigga. Turn that shit down. And then as soon as you know where the fuck you ready to go, nigga, turn that shit back up. That's that. I'm trying to tell you, if I never seen that, I could have wrote that. But at the same time, if you're not doing your research and you don't know what these people are talking about, you have to do your research before you start deeming people as, oh, that nigga is the truth teller. He's the one, because it's certain shit that if I throw a little truth in there, I make it sway in a lie. So you gotta watch certain people will say, they will give you some shit that's gonna resonate, hit you, and then boom, hit you with a lie. You be like, that lie just flipped over. You be like, God, that nigga telling the truth. I know he telling the truth, nigga. You people be at work telling niggas, this is what he said. I know that's the truth, nigga. That's facts. And you be like, wait, he said some shit that won't facts. Nigga, what did he say? What did he say? You can't remember what he said because there's so much shit that resonated that hit you. So much viral shit that they hide in between different lies. So it's certain people that's out here hating, and there's certain people out here that's telling the truth. Now you gotta dissect that by doing your research. I'm not here to do it for you.
Me, growing up and being a big fan of somebody like a Dick Gregory or like a George Carlin, I've always gravitated to people who are willing to call out the societal abnormalities that we consider to be normal because we adapt to the climate that we are in. So for me, I always felt like, and I heard Mr. Gregory say this before as well, and I thought this before, but he kind of reaffirmed it for me. The truth usually has a vibration that you can pick up on. There's a level of stillness, a level of calm, usually in most truths. Somebody is usually
just say what it is. You know you're lying. I know you lying, nigga. I know you lying. How you know I'm lying? How you know I'm lying? Cause nigga, look at you. You can't stay still. You lying, nigga.
Yeah.
I know you lying. You sweating. Why you sweating for, nigga? Why you sweating? I know you lying, nigga. Why you looking over there? Why you looking over there? I know you lying, nigga. You lying, nigga.
And I think to go into a deeper part of it, I think part of the reason why so many people, and I don't want to gear this always to be based on race per se, but I can only speak from the perspective of a black man. I think the reason why, as we go back to this word culture, I think the reason why there's so many fallacies that exist in the culture and why it's so hard to define is because most of us are reactionary. Like, we listen with the intent to respond as opposed to with the intent to understand, comprehend, and process the information that's being told to us every of time.
You talking to females, man?
Well, I think that exists, but a lot of us are raised primarily by females. It's spread into our generation as well. And I think a large part of why a lot of people don't really want to embrace a truth teller when they first start telling the truth is because most of the time the people they're speaking against are usually more popular.
Like I said, yeah.
So I think in a lot of instances people prefer to go with the number one answer from Family Feud as opposed to doing their homework and finding out that that answer might not be the right answer for them.
They don't even care half the time, bro. Some people is like they ain't even gonna try to do the research.
I mean, because like Meek Mill, for example, is more viral than the migrants.
They on Meek Mill ass just because it's funny. And Meek Mill, you know, part of the culture, you say something that if you once you take up for something that's not true, it's basically saying they basically they gonna be like, well, yeah, I do it, see we yeah. Because they basically you responding to it. You really gotta egg them off, you know. And then sometimes people egg them off, they be like, well, he didn't say nothing, it must be true. So really, bro, it's up to you, dog. And that was me, nigga. Let them broke ass niggas motherfucking talk. Let them niggas think you might be getting some pussy as we speak, and they be calling it's a nigga just writing a whole little message. He writing a whole little Instagram message talking about how, and he designing a whole little video of how you might be gay and Meek Mill somewhere else smashing somebody beautiful goddess.
Or like with Eddie Griffin and Shannon Sharp, for example. Like when Mike Epps first came out and said what he said about Shannon Sharp, although it was it was some malice in it, Mike Epps was not coming from a malicious place.
It was a hit joke.
It was a joke that was gonna punch you in the mouth like, oh, you get that. I mean, the same thing like when Corey Holcomb said something about a mosquito leaving Magic Johnson barbecue or some shit. I forgot the whole joke, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like sometimes you say shit that's gonna punch you right at the pelvic bone, but not below the belt per se. And everybody got their own version of what's below the belt.
Yeah.
But when I heard Eddie Griffin, like it was almost like like he was hating for real. And sometimes it could just be your tone of voice. Cause Eddie Griffin talk kind of aggressive anyway.
Yeah, you get that.
And that St. Louis.
Yeah.
But like, I just felt like it was a big difference between what Mike Epps said and the way that Mike Epps said it and the way that Eddie Griffin said it. And they basically were saying the same thing, both calling Shannon Sharp a homosexual, what have you. And when he responded, like, I wonder why is that the case so often though with like celebrities? Because I know that's always been a common theme where you get to a certain level, a certain status, and that's probably one of Corey Holcomb's main premises too about Hollywood, especially Black Hollywood. Why is it always geared towards if you reach a certain level of success, you're automatically assumed to be a homosexual or have slept on the casting couch or things like that? What's your opinion as far as when it comes to that?
Man, like I said, that's just man. You gotta do your research. Cause I can't speak on all of them.
Yeah.
And some of them, and some of y'all motherfuckers out there, man. I swear to God, boy, y'all, but this ain't for y'all. I'm speaking on the ones that's not doing it. I'm speaking on y'all. The ones that so happily not be doing it. Everybody, man, some people know how to bring people down. They know how to bring people down, and even if they feel like they can bring you down a little bit by throwing some shit your way or throwing some shit around the people that's around you your way, they'll do it. And they'll do it subliminally and doing shit like that to strategically to ruin you. And I really feel like when it comes to this new image of gay, it's one of the things that still is frowned upon in so many homes and stuff like that. So they're able to use it to go against people and the black, especially the black fucking man right now. But the black man, they feel like calling the black man feminine right now is like that. They know that's the kryptonite to that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you what my sister told me. I talked to Libby. Libby said, Shannon, if you chase a lie, that lie ain't gonna die. Come on now. But I'll put it to you this way. All you hating mofos, keep on. Because at some point, you're going to have to tell some jokes.
Come on now.
You're going to have to tell some jokes at some point. At some point, you can't keep going up there with that same old 1-2 bit. You're going to have to tell some jokes at some point. So y'all going to keep on hating. And matter of fact, I'm in Total Wine in California, Detroit.
And
so y'all come on, keep on. Yeah, Ocho, let him hate. Ocho, yeah, come on.
Come on. Don't do like that. Don't do like that. Hey, but for his defense, I'm a type of person too, where I might respond because it's hot. You gotta help me out. What you say about my name? My name viral right now because of you. What you said? Well, let me go ahead and play with this. Because I'm really strategic like that. So you gonna fuck around and find out that I will fuck with your mental the whole goddamn time. And everybody who's entertaining this shit, I will fuck with y'all mental too. So I don't give a fuck because I know the truth. I go home, I lay down to the truth. You motherfuckers that be still up trying to find out if I'm lying or not. That's what you're supposed to do. Do your facts. I'm gonna keep you on the rabbit hole. I'm gonna see you down there. I'm gonna see you down there deep too. So you got certain people where if it's viral and it hits, it's no such thing as bad publicity. So you got certain people that would just respond just to motherfucking catch on that goddamn wave. And now they're getting hits. They even made a video to this shit. Why wouldn't I respond when I can make some shit that's gonna have you link you back to me? Because somebody over there said something about me. And if I can just say, boom, connect the videos, match them with something he said, and then boom, then you hit another link, another link, another link. Some people will take you down that little rabbit hole back to what they originally want you to see. And then you back looking at their content like, damn, I ain't looking at their content trying to find a game in this nigga, and I ain't made all this nigga views go up. Like, damn, help me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Talk about me, please, so somebody can come and click on Triple C. I swear to God.
And
say something.
I think with that mindset, dog, like, I think you gonna go far,
Maybe
bro.
dangerous. I swear to God, maybe dangerous.
Because that's the one thing I think that when people speak about and I don't want to dive too deep into this because some of this stuff is fallacy, some of it, you know, like you said, is research based. But when people talk about like Illuminati and all that type stuff, I think what's understated is that every single person living has a known flaw. How known it is up to how well you do the intel on yourself and do the groundwork to know who it is and what you are. I think what happens is in any form of business, somebody that's your higher up or your superior knows how to manipulate that flaw to their advantage. So in many instances where they say things about like the casting couch and all those types of things, now I can tell you from firsthand account that that type of stuff does exist in some forms of entertainment. In 2005, I was at a function for Transcontinental Records. And
I'm invited to a party. What else? A function code for party.
All right, so look, it was a talent contest.
All right, there you go.
So so it was a talent show. It was a party. Yeah, it was a talent. Well, I was invited, but nah. So it get crazy though. So I was at this function or this talent contest, a scouting contest from Transcontinental Records. The guy that was throwing it at the time, he passed away. Lou Pearlman. He's one of the financiers for Backstreet Boys. Yeah. NSYNC and all. I mean, Bow-Legged Lou was one of his primary partners. He was using to, revamp it. And so what happened was the guy that I was they were doing like one-on-ones where they would have talent come in and like do like a 45-second audition, and there was an open piano in there. So at the time, I had a song that I was working on called Conversations, where I had a piano part in it. My cousin Roger wrote. Shout out to Roger. So I knew the piano part already. So when I saw the piano right there, wound up just playing it. I'm in the room playing it. It's me, him, and one other guy. So when the other guy steps out of the room, he asked me how long have I been playing. So I told him I play basic block chords, but I'm not a keyboardist. That's what they do. So he was like, hey man, you're so dope and talented, man. It's like you're like the opposite of John Legend, because John Legend's corny. So I'm looking at him like, huh? And at the time, this is 2005, and John Legend, Get Lifted is like probably the #2 album on R&B charts. So I'm like, what the fuck is he making corny?
Legend is corny.
Yeah, I'm like, so this one of the people at the time that like I'm trying to learn how to get to where they at. So dude tell me, it's like, hey man, so it was probably like I just turned 23 at the time, 2005. This guy might have been on 27, 28. So he's like, hey man, if you're ever in California, man, here's my card, man. Look me up, man. Maybe you can come by, come chill, kick it, what have you. So I'm like, all right, bet I got some family in Carson, California. I got them called my cousin Fern and Kwame. Shout out to them, Kenyatta.
Look at you acting all cordial, like you don't see it coming.
So I mean, because I'm great as a blended craft.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I can call my cousin and then man, I can hit you when I get out that way. Yeah. He's like, yeah, nah, but I was thinking more along the lines of like, you can stay with me and I can help you get hands on in the business. So what? And then that's when the fucking record skipped. So I'm like, what? I said, excuse me, with all due respect, what the fuck you just say to me?
This This is when Show knew he had fucked up.
Yeah, dog. I'm like, what the fuck you just said? I said, what the fuck you just said? Hey, but I said, nah, bro, I don't know what type of hands you trying to help me get on and what bit off. I'm gonna just take my chances.
Trying to be hands on. That's a saying.
Yeah, bro. Fuck that.
I gotta be hands on with you.
Nah, bro. Ain't nobody putting no motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if you praying. Ain't nobody laying no hands on me, dog. So like, I walked out the shit pissed off. So I tell Charlotte I was with at the time about the shit, and she like, oh no, you misreading it too. So I was like, all right, bet. Let's go back downstairs. They had a little soiree. That was like the little mix of meet and greet because there was people all
code word for party.
Yeah, so
all code words.
Because all of these are like, because what they do, I'm about to tell you, because what they do, right? You get in these rooms and shit, and there's somebody that you don't even know that's already peeping your every movement to see what angle can they approach you at. So yeah, so as we walking down to the party and shit, the little get together with fruit punch and cocktails and bullshit. So like me and Bree John, we see two major executives from two major labels. I ain't gonna say the labels, but two major labels. These guys were walking with their hands in each other's back pocket, gripping each other's ass, talking about the wife and kids. Hey, yeah, man, I can't wait to Abby's graduating this year, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, hell no.
But they were literally groping each other's ass, laughing about the fact that they at this retreat. And their wives at home unsuspecting. And it's like, oh, this is how it goes. Like,
they wives ain't look unsuspected.
I mean, they were married. So, but nonetheless, what it is in many instances, like I said, I don't think it's always the case, and I don't think every person that's in entertainment has taken debate per se. But I think what it is they test people based on how desperate you are for that notoriety or that acceptance, or how green you are, or if you're just somebody who is isolated and unaware to the ways of the world. Now, I was hip long before, but I'm trying to play dumb because I don't want to believe that this stuff that I've been hearing since I was a little kid.
I mean, but how do they holler at somebody? Like, how do you holler when you really don't know? When they really don't know, like, if you might be that person or not? How do they holler at you? Like, cause I know I've been hit on by a man before, and I'm trying to tell y'all right now, it ain't fun. Okay, but when I start catching it. I say, whoa, wait a minute, hold on,
it's
bro.
a level you gotta go to. I think it's almost like you kind of do it. I'm only assuming. I think it's a slow and gradual intrusion. They try to see how far they can.
Exactly, they do. They all of them do. So imagine if you in that world of trying to get on and establish, and there's some of them. I don't even like establish. I don't even like talking like them. I'm sorry. I'm not homophobic.
But we're not talking about homosexual people. We're talking about predators.
We're not talking about predators, sexual predators. So it's certain sexual predators out there. How do we, you know what I'm saying? What I say? Because you threw me off with predator.
How can you distinguish the two and differentiate?
Oh, yeah. So how can you, like, they are out here telling you that they want to be involved with you, but you got to let them know, hey, look, I don't swing that way. But even in the industry, these people are leaving with the story of power. People are trying to get on with them, and they thinking that because he was the top dog, that's how he probably say that to everybody. And if you got through, and he picked you, that means you had to do it. That's how you got through.
That's the only issue I take with some of Corey Holcomb's style.
He might not like me. He might be attracted to dark-skinned fat dudes or something like that. He might have asked you that day. And me, he might be attracted to me. He didn't ask me that day. He might have asked you that day that certain question.
And that's the one point that I wish Corey Holcomb would take under a little more advisement, because although, like I said, I've seen it firsthand. I know that exists. That's an isolated incident that I experienced in any other setting that I've been in the music before or since. That never happened. But that's one of the rare times I've been in a room with somebody of that prestige or that level of power and influence too. So I don't know if the higher up it goes, people just say what they feel more often, whether it's appropriate or not, or if it's just a thing where it's a certain, small percentage of people, or if it's a large percentage. I don't know.
It goes into effect, man. I don't want to even dive too deep into what I'm ready to say, but it goes into the same effect if, like, it's a adult, a teacher, say a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
These female teachers out here fumbling with some of the students out here.
Story, go ahead.
They fumbling with some of these students out here. You may think that teacher probably out here messing with all the damn students. She might just let one of them dudes in. But you would think that teacher is the gateway. That's the gateway teacher. You get her Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I knew a dude that was in that classroom. He was getting on with her. She probably messing with everybody. Man, she probably ain't. But one is enough, and that's what it is. That's what it comes down to. When she mess with one, that's her title. That's what she do.
There was a teacher that worked in Richmond Public Schools. I'm gonna be very careful what I say, and I won't use any names again.
Was you one of them?
Nah, I wasn't one of the victims, fortunately, but he tried me. And
Oh, so he.
yeah, he.
Oh man.
Yeah, so now this teacher, very well known, very popular. A lot of people loved and revered this person. So I'm at All City. I mean, I'm sorry, All City. I'm at All State District One choir auditions my junior year. I just make All State with the high score in state history at the time. I got a 198 out of 200, which was unprecedented. It was so crazy that the judges aren't even supposed to talk to you. The guy came from behind the partition. It was a black guy and a white lady, two judges. The white lady gave me 98 because she thought it was a recording at first, whatever. So the guy gave me 100. Was like, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've never, like, I couldn't even believe you, like, real, yet alone black, and you go to TJ, not the governor school. Like, nah, I go to TJ. So him and I bond in the building, whatever. So I'm amped and shit. So we get ready to leave. It was at Massaponax High School. They had just built that high school in Stafford County. So we get ready to leave. So I'm with my choir teacher, Dr. Armwood. Rest in peace to Dr. Armwood. And there were a couple other teachers there, Miss Woolridge, Diane, Miss Bacon. So I'm talking to them or what have you, and they informed me way off the rip. I never even said anything about this teacher in particular. They said, "Hey, look, he will ask you to ride home with him. You better not get in that goddamn car with him."
What?
I'm like, I ain't riding with him. I'm riding with the person I came with. But why y'all talking?
Why you talking like that? Why you talking like that?
So dude reached out to me anyway because I said I'd already known him. I known him for years. He was a friend of the family, so to speak. So he reached out to me the next week or what have you, and he's like, "Hey man, yeah, I'll be around your way later, man. You want to ride out, go pick up some chicks, man, and goddamn, go ride, drink, smoke, whatever." I had family members that hung with this dude before, so I'm thinking, man, them people tripping. They probably just don't want me around them because they think I'm gonna get fucked up. So I'm like, yeah, shit, let's ride out.
Remember the word,
So
let's go.
I'm 16, so I'm like, shit, let's ride out. So I'm thinking we going down Broad Street to chill or what have you. So he said, hey man, I gotta go check on something real quick. I can't say whatever I say what people know who it is. But he said to go check on somebody real quick that was at his house. So he said, make yourself at home, you cut on TV, whatever. I ain't gonna be for 5 minutes. So I cut the TV on and I look, it's a goddamn flick. So my first thing is like, man, what the fuck?
That's some Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
Yes. So, but as I'm looking, I'm watching, it's like, what the fuck is this? So I'm trying to turn it off quick and shit, like, oh, this nigga don't think I'm in here watching this shit. I look up, he peeking around the goddamn corner trying to see what my reaction gonna be. So when I lock eyes, I'm like, hey man, what the fuck is this? Hey, dog. So I'm ready to get loud, but he got his people there that he trying to go check on. So elderly people, so I'm like, oh shit, I can't even.
You don't got no drink in here.
No, hell no. I knew better than to touch anything to drink. So I'm automatically ready to fight. And at this time, I got a little size on me and shit. So I'm kind of cocky and arrogant. And I got bullied as a kid, and I figured out some shit. So I'm ready to test out. I'm like, the fuck you doing, nigga?
Yeah.
He's like, no, man. That was on early, man. I had a young lady over, blah, 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 man. I ain't mean that by it. And he just started looking real nervous and guilty. And he's like, so we cool though, right? You good? You ain't gonna say nothing to nobody, are you? I said, man, just take me home, man. I don't got shit to say. Take me home. So he take me home, what have you. I don't bring this shit up for a while. One day on TV a couple years later, I find out this, the shit hit the fan with him and a couple other students.
Oh, hell no.
And it was like multiple students, and that was like that was his segue. He would find whatever their angle was. Like some of them came from broken homes, so he would feed them, get them clothes and shit.
So you know for sure that people be covering up something like it's not even a cover up. It's really like
people knew, but they didn't go to the proper authorities and have it put on First Street with just one kids. And I understood on one hand why they didn't want to snitch on their colleague per se, but if you know that this guy is a threat to multiple kids,
just society.
Yeah, and it's like, why the fuck would you not just keep him away from everybody instead of just protecting me? So I kind of felt guilty. So I ain't never say shit for years. One day I go online on the internet and I said it half-heartedly. And I say, I remember that one time this teacher tried to fuck me and ain't nobody do nothing. Niggas started laughing.
Oh, yeah,
like, and it was funny the way I said it, but in reality,
definitely was.
But in reality, it's like, yo, man, if I wasn't aware or if I wasn't able to, protect myself,
yeah, bro.
who knows what extent this guy would have took me.
I thought that would have.
And I brought this shit up last year for the first time since I made that post like 2017 or whatever on my page. I never said nothing about it publicly. I brought that shit up last year for the first time talking to a good friend of mine. And goddamn, as I'm bringing it up to him and I'm explaining it to him,
I'm getting mad as a bitch. Like, I should kill this motherfucker when I see him. That's how I feel in my heart. Like, goddamn, this nigga really he tried me, dog. And like, he took advantage of the fact that I viewed him as a family and a mentor and shit. And it was like, so I understood why, like, not to go too much further off this tangent, but I understand when people from like the Me Too era or Me Too movements and stuff, when they take time to like deal with it, because in real time, you don't really even expect that something like that will happen to you. And then when it happens, and granted, in my case, it ain't going no further than just a nigga trying to introduce me to his favorite porn, which is too much for me anyway. And as a grown man, if that happened, call God and the bail bondsman. So,
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to pick the message out. I think from that story is the message is for. I really want people to when you like. I know how hard it is for somebody to come up and to actually speak out when something's like that is happening. But we need more people to have the more courage to just go ahead and nip it in the bud right then and there because you can be the one to stop so many others from getting hurt. And understanding, like I know it is no perfect time, but yo,
and the reason why I brought that up is because those are two different forms of entertainment where that type of thing happens. But in the same token, it's still unfair to people who didn't experience something like that to say that that's everybody's path.
yeah,
Because everybody doesn't get to the height of their success by being a scumbag and sleeping their way to the top.
yeah,
Because if
man.
that was the case, even more people would be more successful. Because sex, everybody can find a way to facilitate it to some extent.
And I always got that.
If Stephen Hawking's getting pussy, everybody got a chance.
I always got that boomerang.
You know what I'm saying?
Got the boomerang movie in my head. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get to the next level. I gotta get Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt is trying to get me.
Marcus Dawg.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And when I fuck Eartha Kitt, to get to the top, now I don't know.
Make some guilt for
I might curl in that pussy a little bit. So because you got certain people that are picking and choosing on like, okay, I'll fuck you to get to the top. Now, who's comfortable like to say that people who at the top and they saying you gotta fuck me to get to the top, and nobody talking about them. So you got certain people like it's a fine ass chick. She's the CEO, and then you get to her, you get to the top, she let you in. You won't say nothing about her. She say eat this pussy. You be like yes ma'am. You eat the pussy and you get on. You up. You the most viral sensation out there because you ate some pussy and you don't speak on that. Like we gotta pick and choose. Like everything is wrong. Y'all gotta pick everybody on blast.
I think the problem is though, more times than not in those scenarios, it's not Eartha Kitt, it's more James Earl Jones.
Yeah, that's when that pearl turned into a motherfucking goddamn lion roar. That motherfucker turned into Mufasa. That pearl turned into Mufasa fast as hell. Like, what the nigga? Hold on, motherfucker.
Trey.
No, you got an attitude. This cat got an attitude. When this cat get an attitude? This cat turned to Mufasa fast as hell.
So, switching subjects before we get canceled on the first show.
Oh man, we already I swear to God.
Did you get a chance to catch Mike Epps on All the Smoke podcast?
Mike Epps was saying shit like this. He was saying similar shit that we were just saying.
He was talking about his cocaine use and all of the downsides of comedy. I kind of led into that unintentionally because I think that's another thing people don't really understand, man. In order to be an entertainer, you go through some dark times and usually it's by yourself more often than not.
Yeah.
So like me listening to Mike Epps' story and just some of the horrific shit that he was putting himself through, and one thing that in particular stood out, he said that when he was getting high with his homeboys, oh man, I love you, man, you my nigga, man, blah blah blah. He said when he stopped and was working out, oh nigga, you think you better than me? So when we go back to the culture, why is that so common and so commonly accepted from us though that when you're in the process of trying to better yourself, we seem to more often than not have survivor's remorse and try to surround ourselves with people who we say keep us grounded, and but in reality, they try to keep a ceiling on you so you don't outgrow their expectation. Why do most people settle for that? And I'm guilty of it at times too, so I don't want to sound like I'm speaking on my own.
We all get to that because it's love, man. Love is a powerful thing, and man, love will have you, you know what I'm saying, love will have you go against what's good for you, what's right for you.
That
You
was
know what I'm
somebody.
saying? Love will have you do that. And like even the person that's doing drugs or something like that, they know they fucking up their body. They know they fucking up everybody around them, and they have that they guilty when they off it. They guilt hit them so hard because it's like they looking at the people they love and how bad it's hurting them. So that's a valuable like that culture, like people accepting that. I don't know who the fuck is accepting that because it shit is still it's like y'all gotta understand that everybody can't stay here, man. I gotta go. I gotta go over there to do this shit for us, man. And allow me to do it in peace. Please. Please, because I can't take you with me right away. There ain't no door for you here. It's only one seat for me here. Eartha Kitt only can fuck one nigga at a time. Alright, so I can't bring you with me this time, bro. You gotta stay here. I gotta go do some freaky ass shit to get on.
So she told you had to be a DP. You ain't fucking.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, that ain't my thing.
It ain't my thing, man.
Nah, man.
This is solo dolo.
Somebody else grunting and sweating and shit. That's hard. Yeah, that's a hard sell.
Yeah, I gotta man.
I don't think I can let off under those conditions, Paul.
Sisters out, man. We need to help our brothers and sisters out while they trying to grind and trying to make it understand that.
Thank you, Joe. My homeboy Javon said we having a great show. I appreciate you, Joe.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Joe. Yeah, we gotta understand that we can't take everybody with us, but at the same time, y'all gotta help us do this shit, man. Because one, we want to do it with y'all and for y'all. But yo, come on now. Some of you gotta leave. Some of y'all we gotta leave. We can't take Pookie everywhere. Pookie, you can't. I can't get you in everywhere, Pookie.
Not you, cousin Pookie, by the way.
I'm talking about specifically my cousin Pookie.
Not my cousin Pookie.
I'm talking about specifically mine.
Not you, Belinda. We use your real name, so same for Anne Marie shit. We not talking about that.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's like certain people ain't you like, yo, I had to mold myself to not even say change, because people are like, you changed for the industry. No, I did not mold it myself to fit in the industry. Because you gotta admit, in these certain places, you have to come apart. You gotta come apart. And we all have been raised to fit the part sometimes. And unfortunately, as black people, we gotta do it the most. And I understand that it can sometimes look like, hey, bro, you selling out. So I ain't saying, nigga, don't fit the part too much, nigga. Still bring a little bit of you there. You know what I'm saying? That's the mean. Sometimes you gotta bring Pookie to some of this shit to remind them, hey, nigga, I'm still from where I'm from.
So where's the bottom? Where do you personally draw that line? Because I always hear talk about Boosie earlier on Vlad. That's the one thing that always stand out to me about how rappers, entertainers, but specifically rappers. But you know, somebody saw you, they would assume that you probably rap or hoop before they think about you being a comedian.
I like that too.
So, like, where do you think the line should be drawn for entertainers as a whole to be able to still intertwine or be involved in, you know, the community from whatever distance is safe, but still understand that they can't be tangible daily and successful?
Man, that shit hard as hell, man. That's the hardest goddamn question, especially in this day and age right now, where they'll shoot me first from where I'm from. The nigga who know me best will shoot me. That's crazy because the nigga who know me best lives where my mama live at. And where my mama live at is where people, my cousins, my cousin, my aunts, and everybody live at. So I can't come back and even see my auntie because a nigga might shoot me. We have to take that in effect. And sometimes that survival remorse hold us to be like, yo, I have to survive to make it because it's bigger than me and I can't come back and fuck with you over here because nigga, this where it's common. This where all of us is dying at. Where we from?
How do you embrace?
Please don't keep me well. Please don't keep me rich. I swear to God, I love y'all, man.
But also
let them niggas do it. Let them niggas over there do it. Let me stop.
So how do you process that though in real time? Because like survivor's remorse has caused more self-destruction than success itself in many instances.
Is it really? I mean, y'all got, man. Hey, man, I'm a big advocate on therapy. Please, y'all, man, before y'all drink yourself into a coma because you can't deal with another nigga not liking you no more. Nigga, please, man, I swear to God, bro. I don't deal with the survival much. So my mindset is different than other motherfuckers. I'm not but dwell on another motherfucker what he think about me.
Yeah.
If I gotta go this way and you think that I don't fuck with you, then that's how you gonna be thinking until I get back. Until I can explain, until I get back, until I can explain to your ass, nigga, I love you, motherfucker. And you must have to hear it from me directly, nigga. I love you. But sometimes I can't be around you because I'm living my best life. I hope I get enough money to take you with me. I want you to look at me carefully and see what the fuck I'm doing. You do the same shit I'm doing, I can see you right beside me when I get there. Hey, guess what? This is where you want to be at so bad? Nigga, do what I do. I'm gonna show you the blueprint. But while I'm doing it, I'm not but to be, I can't look behind and say that I'm fucking up the people who love me because, bruh, I do it for you in the first place. So y'all gotta stop fucking yourself up, hurting yourself because your mama is mad because she wanted to be the nigga that everybody loves. She wanted to be the motherfucking the queen on everybody's list #1. And then she mad at her daughter because her daughter out here is the main bitch now that got the best rapper. She mad at her daughter. So now her daughter can't live her best life because she know her mama don't fuck with her no more because her mama want to be what she was now. It's like it's so fucking, be happy for your daughter that she is now the trick that you wanted to be. Be happy. Because you ain't trick better. You ain't trick like your daughter trick to get to the spot. That's all it is a motherfucking man because he ain't beat you to the punch. Man, fuck them, man. Fuck them.
So
Man, fuck them. And when you get back, make sure you tell them you love them. Hey, mama, I'm back. I love you. Not there. Where that nigga at? He at the house.
And I think that's the dopest part about this dynamic, for real. Because by us being, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 30. I don't know. I'm 34.
Okay, so by us being 7 years apart or what have you, we technically are close enough to be almost of the same era, but we have way different experiences. And sometimes in this, throughout this, you will see me just kind of be quiet, look like I'm drifting off. It's the exact opposite. I'm locked in because you're speaking so much wisdom, man, and it's dope to hear somebody younger speak. And I'm actually learning because, like I said, your approach is something that I've always struggled with as far as like not holding everything close to me or making other people's perspective my reality because for so long I spent so much time trying to, I guess, validate myself as an artist, or not even just as an artist, but just as a person.
I feel like it's raised with respect, man. When we were raised with them, the morals and respect, when our parents grind that shit into us, we kind of go about life as being shielded to other people's feelings.
Okay,
I respect you, so I don't want you to feel like I'm disrespecting you by being overbearing me.
So, all right, perfect question. And this is something that this is my own personal question. I ain't write this one down. So, especially with comedy, there's a very thin line between being confident and being narcissistic. And all forms of entertainment has to have a high level of narcissism. And narcissism can't really exist without optimism. So I think for me personally, the reason why I say I'm learning so much in this conversation is because me being more of a pessimist is the #1 reason why I'm not as narcissistic as my talents will require me to showcase at the high level sometimes. But the flip side of it is I still come across with that same level of narcissism because I look at everything from a first person perspective because that's the only vision I have is from my own vantage point. And it's not, I go so hard to try to convince people that I'm not as narcissistic as it comes across. And I think that's why a lot of, not only my comedy attempts, but, you know, music or just any form of entertainment, I think that's why no matter how talented people may perceive me as being, there are times in which either the performance or the execution falls short because I don't know how to get to that point where I'm totally indifferent to everybody else around me and I'm just focused on the execution because as I'm executing, I'm watching the reactions in real time to see am I doing it right, or I'm almost looking for validation while in the moment, and that's the worst place you can be in as a comedian specifically, and that's why I learned that it's so detrimental because in the middle of trying to remember my set, I'm watching the reaction. As soon as I get a reaction I didn't anticipate, that lapse of a second, you know, I lost my rhythm.
Yeah, it's everything.
And I'm sitting there and the light's getting hot as a bitch and I got a shit and the edible kicking in and I can't remember the joke. And the next thing you know, they calling me in the office, hey man, it's been good. You hosted, man. We're going to go in a different direction.
I honestly, look, I learned too, bro. I learned too from that because as much confident as I can be, as narcissistic as I can be, as being a headstrong comedian that I am, I started off this way, and I stopped. I stopped at one point because it was like people were starting to, those guys in those same rooms would be like, "Hey, bro, you too confident, bro. Like, yo, bro, you too cocky, bro. You might need to dim it down a little bit, bro. You ain't did too much shit yet."
Yeah.
They would tell me that, and I would hear it, and I'd be like, wait a minute, cause I know I'm being me, but at the same time, is I'm being too confident? Is me knowing that how I look at myself as being the type of comedian I am, and I know that I can fucking come in this bitch and I can rip shit, and I come in here and I want to keep that same confidence when I come through the door, but I don't want to make y'all uncomfortable by being overconfident. I started to look at them and I was like, bro, I don't want to fit in with y'all, man. I want to fit in with y'all. But then I kind of went back to like, you know what? Y'all fucking up my shit. I'm downing down my comedy by downing down my energy by making you feel comfortable. I'm not here to make you feel comfortable. I'm really here to get this shit off my fucking chest.
And that's exactly why when I had this thought come to my mind when we were plotting this, what type of show will we do? What you just said is the exact reason why I wanted to, us to collectively create the show. Because it's twofold for me. One, being back immersed in comedy, through you, living vicariously through your achievements and other guests that we plan on having through here, it's giving me that bug again. That hey, fuck the fear, jump back up there. Because I love. I mean, I love comedy. If I love singing as much as I love comedy, nobody will be able to shut me up.
I got a rap album I've been working on for a long time.
Put that shit out.
And I say it's a rap album there, cause like you said, it's that other end. See, I can easily be so confident in something I know I'm good in, but it's a part of me that want to be a rapper, and I know that I got the talent, but I don't feel like the criticism. It's like one of those things like I'm good. I'm good at holding my shit.
People will tell me go like Weird Al Yankovic and use my music to make like parody songs and shit.
And I'm gonna do that too, man.
And that's cool. But for me, the type of comedian that I would aspire to be is somebody that's like George Carlin or like one of those types. So for me, that's the exact opposite of the type of comedy that I would even want to affiliate with.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a layup. People are like, why don't you just lay the goddamn ball up instead of trying to, run some damn complicated offense? And it's like, because the layup is not going to give me the satisfaction of figuring out this offense and, having a goddamn Clay come through the pin down and, me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, but if you a 3-point shooter, you a 3-point shooter. Ain't no need to start dunking on niggas.
Yeah.
And then start dunking on niggas. So that's what you do. And you want to be it's crazy. Some people see these kids, a lot of these kids want to dunk on motherfuckers. They want to dunk on motherfuckers. But some of y'all don't got no ups. Y'all need to just shoot 3-point. It's okay. Just shoot 3-point. No, I want to dunk. You fucking up. You keep on getting hung on the ground.
You're not Spud Webb. You 5'7" with a 22-inch vertical.
And it's okay who's judging you, but they only like dunkers, man. Everybody want to see me dunk on people. That's they go viral with the
slap
dunk.
boy to get the hand one to get to the line.
Man, yeah, bro, slap that ball, man. I swear to God, shoot that 2-pointer right there. They hate a 2-pointer, man. I swear to God, a 2-pointer is like, ew, a 2-pointer.
Yeah, the mid-range game, a lost art.
Oh my God, it works. You know that? I try to tell my nephew about Richard Hamilton. Let me go on subject. No. We got a sports show to be also do.
Oh yeah, we got coming this Saturday. 10 o'clock.
Oh yeah, y'all tune in Saturday.
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. I'm not a morning person, so I'm trying to remember.
But man, bro, y'all, hey, do you? Fuck everybody else and do you. If you do that, I swear to God, you will find people that's going to be thinking just like you, and they are so happy that you did you. Because if you didn't do you, they would never find you. And they'll never let you know that you can do what the fuck you do. So if you don't do that, you hold yourself back for another motherfucker, guess what you're going to be at? With that motherfucker.
Or behind them.
Oh, behind him, because that motherfucker do that strategically to get in front of your ass. Like, yeah, I done held that nigga up for 3 years. He didn't even know because I'm going to do the same shit he doing. Then my album coming out tomorrow. You know, held your music back here. He didn't talk shit about your music. No, I don't like that beat. No, you could do a little something on that beat. And this nigga, he made 18 songs in your ass.
Yeah, I had that. But that shit is a lonely.
You still working on your shit? I'm finished mine. Nigga, I'm gonna start talking to you, doing my process. I'm gonna start talking to you. No.
So, before we get out of here, we get to wrap up in a few minutes. First of all, we'd like to thank everybody that took the time to check us out.
Appreciate
This has been an amazing experience again.
Every Monday, baby.
Shout out to G and everybody behind the scenes here at Big Time Radio for allowing us the opportunity. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. It's always been a bucket list thing of mine. So to be able to say that I did it and I did it with
Mama.
very enlightened and highly intelligent young man such as yourself, man.
No,
I'm
you
honored,
the
bro.
intelligent one. I'm the ghetto one on this show. Man. You the intellectual one, and I'm the ghetto one.
Nah, I just use big words, but I'm a con artist.
And I'm the one to break. See, I'm the one that's gonna break that down. You use the words that gonna get them get them all discombobulated. I say he mean shut the fuck up.
So look, I'm gonna be off subject real quick because I was gonna close on the LSU South Carolina thing, but in honesty, we can wait to Saturday and touch that and see if that affect the first, because I think what's the young lady name? Cordoza. Yeah, I think she's suspended. Yeah, she
sound like a beast.
Yeah, she's suspended for the first game of the NCAA tournament for the women, and I think they play Sunday and Monday. I think that's when it is. No, I'm solid. They got another week before it, so they play the following Sunday and Monday.
I'm gonna talk about that.
But yeah, on Saturday we could get in that in detail. So y'all make sure y'all tune in again to who you got.
Let them fight.
Yeah, Saturday.
We're gonna fight Buns in basketball. We came here. The Buns. Well, we can't even see basketball, so. WNBA, but some of y'all do.
So I was going to initially ask you for your Rushmore comedians. Then I thought about it. Said we did 5 earlier, and I've left off at least 3 or 4 people that really influenced my taste in comedy. So I think it's probably fair to ask. We can either do it one or two ways. Either we could do top 5 dead and top 5 alive, or we could just do top 10 dead or alive, or however you want to break it down. But I think 10. It's so many comedians where I couldn't stop at 5. I left off 4 people that I love dearly.
All right. So since this is our show, we're gonna ask this question probably to all our guests. So I'm gonna get mine out the way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you my 10, dead or alive, right?
Yeah.
All right, dead or alive. So I'm not gonna give you no specific order. That makes it even more harder.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to name my top 10 favorite comedians of all time. Let's go. Number 1, Bernie Mac. Number 2, Eddie Murphy. Number 3, Martin Lawrence. Number 4, Dave Chappelle. Number 5, Earthquake. Number 6.
See, this way interesting. Keep going.
Number 6, Richard Pryor. Number 7, I'm gonna go with. All right, I'm gonna start. All right, I'm at number 7. My people I respect in the game, shit like that. Then we start putting in here, you know what I'm saying? People who that I look up to right now that's in the game. Number 7, I'm gonna go with my boy. We'll go with Carlos Miller. Carlos Miller's a good man. Carlos Miller's a good. I love Carlos Miller right now, bro. Yo, keep on working out there, man. I'm gonna go with Carlos Miller. That's number 7. Number 8, I'm gonna go with Jay Ski. Jay Ski, RVA's finest.
Needless to say, I know Ski very, very well. That's
shout out to my
that's family.
Shout out to my OG, man.
That's the running joke that I know everybody is somebody naming our Ski family, man. Shout out to Ski. We'll have Jay run through next week.
All the skis.
Yeah. Miss Ski, all the skis.
It's sentimental why he's one of my top guys out here, man. He's like that. You know,
I love Ski, man.
He's like that. So then, of course, if I pick Jay Ski on that list, I gotta pick my boy Duval on that list.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pick Duval on that list, and then I'm gonna throw Kevin Hart. I'm gonna throw Kevin Hart on that list. So that was a 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna see Mike got 11. I think it's 11.
And I left out Mike Ups too.
See what I'm saying? We could go 25 for real. That's what I'm saying. If you really students of this shit, 10 might not be enough.
I left out a lot of people, man. I'm sorry.
You want to go 15?
I'm not going 15.
Right,
I'm just gonna switch mines every week.
All right, man, yeah, I think that's why that's perfect, because that's what I said earlier when we talked about the top 5. We were here earlier with True Real. Shout out to True Real again. Y'all make sure y'all download his music, new song Hefe Picasso. My top 10 as of right now, because like I said, I might not even say the same 5 I said earlier. All time in no particular order: Red Fox, George Carlin, Paul Mooney. No, Paul Mooney's still that nigga. I don't like him, but I love him. God bless him. Let's see, Paul Mooney, Rodney Dangerfield, all time. Mike Epps, all time. Dave, 7, all time. I want to put Eddie in there, but stand-up Eddie don't make my top 10. Now, comedic actors, he's the greatest comedic actor of all time. But stand-up, Ron Delirious was a little before before my time, and some of
It
the people.
was not. It was not.
I was 4 when Delirious came out.
And
6
I
when Raw.
rewatched it 1,500 different times.
Oh, the other way around. I think Raw came out first, then Delirious.
I seen it
Delirious
Indian
came out
style.
first.
Delirious came out. Okay, yeah. So I was
Yes.
4 and 6 respectively. So no, that was before me.
You made up for that.
I tell you what though, if I can put this as the collective in, I will put the entire wins.
Ooh.
Specifically, I can't choose between Keenan and Damon which one I would want to put in. But one of the wins deserve to be in my top 10 all time. I'll just say Damon because Damon's stand up. Damon's stand up was probably my introduction into comedy for real. Watching Partners in Crime, Hollywood Shuffle, and all those things with my uncle. And, yeah, Robert Townsend, all those guys. Like that whole era is really when I started to understand comedy on a grander scale. So I would say those 9 and the last one. Oh God, I'm gonna forget somebody at all costs.
I got somebody I wanted to say too.
Oh man, so many people. Godfrey.
Oh man.
No, Corey. I'm sorry, Corey Holcomb. And Godfrey would be my honorable mention for 11.
I want to, man. I did it. Can I get another honorable mention too, man?
Yeah, we can keep going because I got about 5 more.
D-Ray is really like that.
And D-Ray was one of my honorable mentions.
D-Ray, I seen D-Ray like 2-3 different times by mistake because I was trying to get on a date and the girl said she never seen him, so I was like, fuck it, I'll take you. Even though I seen him already and everything like that.
Yeah.
But me doing that, yo, bruh, is just, like I never seen him do the same set. Oh, that's one thing. I never seen him do something.
Same thing with Earthquake. I seen Earthquake 3 times. It was 3 different sets. And it was like
Sets.
8 months apart each time.
Bruh,
And it was a totally different premise, a whole different direction. Earthquake is, man.
and that's why I thought this type of comedian I want to be. I want to make sure y'all come see me. It's a different experience everywhere I go. That's why, you know what I'm saying, I definitely a student in the game because I know, like, I definitely want to get y'all to see the same thing. Most people in Richmond, I got a lot of Richmond shit that I talk about, so I answer a lot of shit I ain't get on my chest yet, so I'll give y'all a lot of the same
I got
shit.
the last question of the night.
But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, G.
No, I didn't want to.
Got G, man.
Yeah, the moderator, the
Yes,
OG.
sir.
I didn't want
G Money.
I want to tell y'all, this show was incredible. As far as the premiere show, this was incredible. Y'all had me laughing.
Should I use my narcissistic side to say, nigga, I know?
Yeah. That's right. That's what we putting on.
Not if you want to
Big dog energy.
Not if you want to stay on that. But I'm gonna say this right off the bat. You are an incredible host. You, Trey, surprised the hell out of me. Not that I didn't think you could do this.
You know.
Not that I didn't think you could do this, and I don't mean this negative.
What up, Luca?
Your insight. First of all, you quick as hell. Your insight is way beyond your 30 years. Is way beyond.
Kids say he been here. He been here.
You know, and I'm dead serious. When you talk, I'm thinking
He the little nigga they send upstairs to the cookouts, but he's still
he
like,
still got
he's still by the steps. Yeah.
Facts.
I want to say this
So-
one other thing, and I've said this to you before. When I listened to you, your delivery, your comedy, and you said he was one of your favorites, Bernie Mac. I get that all the time. I really see that. You might not. You never said this was one of your favorites, but and I know you're trying to get into comedy, back into comedy, and you are hilarious. What I'm and I hope this shouldn't offend you because this is in my opinion he's not one of the.
You employ me, so you can't offend me. But go
Well, this is true. So if you don't like what I say, I was advise you shut the fuck up.
ahead.
Talking about you because you are incredible with your
Give me this bag.
and I mean you will throw an impersonation out in a heartbeat or just at a drop of a dime like how the fuck you know that? How the fuck you know to go there? Like you hit us with Paul Mooney. Boom, hit us with Paul Mooney. Then you hit us with Shannon Sharp. Boom. It's just like
See, Skip, here's the thing, Skip. But I appreciate it on all seriousness.
I mean what
Oh, Sinbad is another person. That I
Sinbad. Oh,
I've seen
people be-
Sinbad recently.
Glad he back, though.
bro, y'all get
Like Sinbad, my grandma when they shot first kid down on Second Street, my grandma got pictures of the shit. Man, I sent him that picture.
That's
picture of
crazy.
my
I had to do
grandma.
my research behind that.
Yeah,
Find
so
out
they,
the
yeah,
real
they
shit.
shot First Kid on Second Street, on First Street, I'm sorry, right
Yeah.
there. In the it was in the 400 block, right there where Supreme Barbershop.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I just wanted to say that. I also want to say this combination is incredible.
This question would be crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
this combination is incredible.
what you got.
Don't yell at me anymore. This
So
combination is
this what I'll end with for tonight. This for the last question I'd ask you, and I close it out. Who we can say one, you could go up to five, no more than five because we short on time. Name some of the most the dopest celebrities in your opinion that you've ever had the chance to meet or be around or even, see them do their stand up live. And it's a loaded question for me because I worked at the Funny Bone, so I saw
Man,
a
you
lot
seen a whole bunch of them. You right there, the funny bone. I still be sneaking in the back.
of
I
it.
still be trying to sneak in the back, you know what I'm saying? Give me a little love from the from I got my boy, like I said, with the Krispy Kreme, my Krispy Kreme donuts. Um, they slip my mind right now. Um, Bruce. I seen
Yeah.
Bruce, met Bruce, married my uncle.
Look good on you.
I swear to God, that's my Uncle Biscuit all day.
Yeah.
They married my
Bruce
uncle.
was clowning me when I went to see him at the Funny Bone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, there go my cousin." I like,
Cug. Bruce, Jess Hilarious. Shout out to Jess Hilarious.
Yeah.
Congratulations on Breakfast Club. I'm trying to get up there with you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. I seen her in person. Great energy, great
When
personality.
she came through the Funny Bone, Chris was trying to fuck all of her ex-boyfriend. Chris was trying to fuck all.
Oh yeah, he was great.
He was wild. Like he was going harder than I was at the time, and I wasn't all the way trying to do right. This nigga was way more aggressive to do wrong than me. But go ahead.
But it was her vibe. Her vibe.
Yeah, she was
what-
dope. She was cool as shit.
Her energy and everything like that.
She was kind of insecure. She asked me what I thought about, and I said, "Baby, you a
Yeah,
star."
yeah, and it was like that. That kind of what drew me into it because I was in that same mode where I was like
Thank you,
ready to
God.
ask her the same thing, and it was like she was like, "How they doing? You think they going?"
Yeah,
And I was like, "Jess, you are just hilarious, like, girl." You don't need to worry about none of these motherfuckers, man. Do you? I mean, that's why I say I motivate people in the back. Do you? Fuck them. They gonna love you regardless. You from Baltimore. So there's a few more other people, man. I swear I gotta think hard on it because I don't want to miss nobody and
that,
shit
could,
like that.
that could be one of the lead offs
Because
for next week. So
people,
we can pick it
yeah.
up.
Because it's certain people that I wish I met and they gone now. I never be able to meet them.
Perfect segue yet again. So the two that I would say, and I've met a lot of people, and I can go into stories over time with each person. I mean, I said and talk with Dion Cole. Ali Sadiq would probably Ali Sadiq probably gave me the most profound confidence and the most profound advice. He just looked at me and said, "All you doing, dog, is you talking to the audience. It's just a conversation, man. Just get up there. Why you think I sat down, nigga? Just talk to the audience, nigga. That's all you do. It's just a conversation with the audience." He went up there and he said this to me as he walking up the stage and then sat down for the next hour and a half and killed these people in chronological order to a point where I'm damn near ready to throw up. I'm laughing so goddamn hard.
Yeah.
But the two that I would say were both gone now. One, of course, everybody knows Dick Gregory was probably my favorite celebrity of all time. Got to meet him twice. Got to kick it with his son. I'm still cool with his son. Shout out to Greg.
You know, everybody.
I got to meet Charlie Murphy. Buzz introduced me to Charlie Murphy, and I was so starstruck when I met Charlie Murphy. Man, and he ain't carried me. He gave me just enough love to not piss on me like Paul Mooney did, and that's how we'll close out. I was talking to him, and he was in the middle of a conversation. So Buzz walk up. "Hey, Charlie, I got a guy I want you to meet. This guy's show. He sings his goddamn ass off, man. He works at the club, man. You ought to check him out. Hey, show, go sing something for him." So Charlie Murphy was like, "Yeah, man, this pretty cool, man. Yeah, how you doing, young man? Yeah, Buzz, so you can sing and shit. Yeah, that's what's up, man. If you excuse me, let me get back to my motherfucking conversation." This nigga interrupt me and shit. You know, white motherfuckers, man. This motherfucker, man. And so I was just so in awe. I was happy he didn't carry me the way Paul Mooney did a couple years before. But
Hand
just,
sanitizer.
yeah, but just the way that he acknowledged me and told me to get the fuck on as politely as possible. I thought that was the most G shit on the planet.
That's
And so for me,
you
that's-
hope that. You
that's-
tell your kids about that moment.
but that's what I would tell everybody, man. As you approach these celebrities, what I've learned over the time of working with them, man, everybody are people at the end of the day. People put their pants on one leg at a time.
Don't tell people
If you
that.
treat people with the utmost humility and respect, you're going to get more respect more often than you'll get disrespected. So I would say to everybody out there, man, try to lead with humility, lead with respect. Treat people the way you want your grandfather or your grandma to be treated. And if people live by that moniker and that ideology, a lot of the stuff that we accept as culture that exist anymore, we can start to eradicate. So I'll leave it there. If you got any other closing remarks, man, go ahead. By all means, let them know where we can find you at.
They don't know my grandma. My grandma like that. My grandma.
My grandma been gone 25 years and
My
she still
grandma-
kick ass from the other side of the
Exactly.
grave.
From the grave. Man, the same way.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. I just want to give y'all, man, love, peace, and chicken grease. I need y'all to go ahead and follow me at TRAYCITY on all social media programs, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you some love back. I will follow back if you show me some love. Go ahead and hit that hashtag right now. I mean, Trey City, yeah. Need for all the comments and tell me how y'all love the show.
Yeah, you can find me on everything under Show Morton, SHOMORTON. Please disregard the Show Ice James Morton page. That is the page that the Nigerian hacker scammed and got my ass a couple years back. And they will be hitting your ass up for money. I've had friends lose thousands of dollars fucking with them based off what they thought was my credibility.
Ain't
But
no way in the world.
I've never tried to solicit anything other than music and stuff that I can't say on the air because statute of limitation ain't always up on prostitution. I'm joking. Just bad joke.
If
But
anybody your age is getting scammed like that, man, they deserve to get scammed. Right? We grew up, Miss Cleo.
Coming out. That's it. End it. That's
yeah, man, shout out to G again behind the boards. We thank each and every last one of y'all for listening. We'll see y'all next Monday, 8 o'clock. Tune in. CJ Richardson will be the guest. Shout out to CJ fans. Looking forward to seeing y'all, man. Peace.
Trey City, yeah.
Yo, this was great.
I
mean, this is like beyond great.
got there everything but the favorite podcast.
Yeah. That's how we get back.
Gary
This feel better than singing Earth, Wind, and Fire in a Cool in the Gang cover band. I love my band to death.
I mean, but
I can make this on.
I wouldn't tell you to stop
Yeah,
doing it. No, but I'm just saying.
Just give me a different. Like,
I know what you're saying.
she's singing them songs. And shit, like a lot of those songs, like them was my granddaddy shit. So it's like when I'm listening